is a beautiful night to sit down, relax, and do some drawing. And I'm excited to do so. I've been wanting to do this all week. So, let's relax, chill, listen to some music, chat with you guys, and have a bit of fun. Shall we? Just make sure my audio is working, and we can go live. What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G. Welcome back to the channel and to the stream. Sounds like we are good, so I'm going to turn that back down. Ooh, it's been a day. Gothic and Biotech Psycho, what's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys being here. Pardon me, I'm in the middle of having an ice cream to kind of soothe my throat a little bit, because it's been a day. I've been doing a lot of recording and stuff here earlier, and kind of resting my voice a little bit. Not too crazy, but resting my voice a little bit. I did some auditions for some voice acting stuff between yesterday and today, and a little bit ago, I just got done recording the Lessing vocal cover for when we hit 400 subscribers. So, we can hear you and see you. Uh-oh. Should I hide? All right. Yeah. So I'm excited, but I'm trying to relax, rest the throat, rest the voice a little bit, because I got more to do tomorrow. And I've got some editing and stuff to do as well, but I did some earlier too. Like, I've just been busy. Excuse me, left and right. Busy. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great Saturday so far. And great weekend, great start to your day, whatever. Sunday, if you're starting on it as well. It's 1:22 in the morning for me, so that is technically Sunday. But other than that, I'm a little anxious, though. I'm a little anxious to get through today, to get through Sunday, technically today, whatever. But to get through the week, too, because I'm going to have a 4-day weekend next weekend, and I'm excited for it, because it is my normal Friday off, and we've got the Summer Games Fest, so a lot of game announcements and things are going to happen. Depending, I might go live while that's happening. Obviously, I won't be able to, stream that or co-stream it or whatever with you guys, but I thought it would be fun to maybe, if I can, go live while that's happening and be able to react to stuff with you guys. So we'll see how that goes. Saturday, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Saturday, we've got the Fortnite event. I may be live for that. Saturday evening, there's going to be UFC, and I'm thinking on Saturday evening of going live and doing some drawing and stuff while that's on, so I could kind of watch that, react to the fights, and draw at the same time, chill and chat with you guys. Sunday's my birthday, and I might also go live that evening because the new Fortnite season, as well as possibly draw, we'll see. I'm still planning on that one. And then Monday is going to be a day off for me as well to kind of relax and chill and catch up. So I'll probably be live a little bit extra on Saturday or Sunday night. So we'll see. But that's all kind of looking ahead at the week. But I'm anxious to get through this week of work already because I got a lot to do. Gothic, I'm remaking my watermark into something simpler. That's a good idea. A really good idea. Between remaking the watermark, but at the same time, I've not done anything like that. I usually just sign my drawings and stuff at the end. So I might have to do something like that for in the future. Just create one little signature thing or logo watermark that I can stamp onto my stuff when I'm done. It's a good idea. Just going to guess on Thorn's altar. Is he going to be similar to Tin Man or just be damage? I don't really know a whole lot about Thorn's altar. I saw Kyostin V when he first came out, playing with Thorn's altar and the boss battle for that event on the Chinese server. Looked interesting, but I don't really remember too much about him. He seems high damage, but I don't really know. I guess we'll find out, though, in a few days. On the 5th is when that releases. I don't have much to pull for him. Maybe 20 pulls on one account, and I think maybe 15 on the other. I can't remember for sure. So I don't really have a lot. I'm more excited for Techno, though. I really have wanted Techno since they announced her because I liked her role in the Rainbow Six event, the second one. So that was pretty cool. All right. I'm going to get my music started. I got to finish my ice cream. And I've got updates going on another computer right now that I've been testing. I have a laptop that I've been messing with for a little while now that on occasion has some blue screens, and I'm trying to fix them and see what's causing them and if I need to replace hardware on it. But it seems to be running pretty good today. I've been updating it and installing new drivers and stuff. Fresh image of Windows. We'll see. All right. June 5th is when he comes to Global. Yeah, that's Thursday. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. And of course, they do those updates and things while I'm at work. So, but typically what I do is I go to my lunch break and come back, and I just got to update my game. It's usually in around that time where things work nicely. So, and I get to start or do some polls. But all right, let's start the music, and we'll switch over to. Oh, yes, CN gets Phantom Altar. I have to react to that. I haven't done that yet. That was one thing I wanted to record today, but I didn't quite get to. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, get that recorded and get that like reaction video out there. I'll probably get up and do that first thing in the morning. So I don't know a whole lot about it other than I seen Phantom Altar. I seen Miss Christine and some other operator that was announced. I just seen like the artwork and that was it. So I'm going to watch the little trailer and stuff for it and react to that all tomorrow morning when I get up, and then probably get that video out tomorrow, as well as I finished the Zwillingssturm rerun. I went back and fought the Witch King, did that stage, did the EX and the S stages, so I have those coming out tomorrow. I'll probably do a double video in that case. Again, a cat's going to become an operator, but an actual cat this time. I'll take her, put her in the base somewhere. She can be our little kitty mascot. Okay. This going. Check for some more updates here. Minute to think on what I want to warm up with tonight. Gets an update when Thorn's Altar comes out on the 5th. Ooh, is that the update where they finally gonna let you, like, where you can control the operators and kind of play with them and stuff? If that is, that's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for that. I finally get to play around with them. I'm gonna do so much stupid stuff with my operators though. That's actually gonna be handy for, like, if you want to make little dubbed over animations or something and just kind of control them and make them do random things. Yes. Oh. What flavor is that? Orange lemonade. Gothic's a little excited for that. Seems. Oh my. Big Texas and Lappy make out. Throw Xuzier in for the third wheel. Okay, what do I want to warm up with today? It's a chill song. Let me look at something. Scroll through my phone gallery. Past the hot picture of Dagonbreaker. Ooh. Chen in a maid outfit. That too. Yeah, I saved some pictures over the past couple of days. Ooh, Dagda. And Fiametta. Spooky, of course. I'm gonna test your skill to try and draw Opianus. That'd be a good one. Be an interesting warm-up. His face isn't too crazy. Let's do that. Okay, let me look him up for reference here. No, there's no hyphen there. Opianus. There we go. Ooh, that almost sounds like some Minecraft music. Yeah, the hat's gonna be a little bit, but we could roll with that. Okay. Let's see. Save. Let's throw that into my stuff here. Wait. Where are my resources? Thumbnails. Game resources. There it is. Character PNGs. Oh, I already have Opianus saved. Okay, let me pull him up here. Actually, what I can do, let's make a reference layer. Okay. All right. Set its reference layer. Move it below. Ah, you know what? I didn't need to do that. Where? Import. This is what I needed to do. I can do... Okay, thumbnail resources. Game resources. Arknights. Character PNGs. Opianus. Okay. So open that up. Okay, let's delete this. Delete that layer. Set as reference layer. Okay. Okay, so let's lock that up here. See if we can move Mega Man a little bit. Yeah, there we go. move him out of the way. And then deselect. All right, so let's see here. I see Mega Man on the screen. Yeah, that was my warm-up from last time. I said 2 things I want you to show to the server. Okay, I will show them. Let's do a little warm-up first, and then I can do that. All right. Let's get my pencil. Interesting. Probably adjust that. That's gonna come across there, so let's do that. Okay. Those ears on to start. There we go. Okay. I'll be honest, looks like he would fit in Bloodborne. Oh, dude, he does. And that would actually make a really awesome mod if they ever made a PC version. I mean, I'm sure, I know there's unofficial ones and, you know, emulators and stuff out there. People are working on that, but I still, that would actually, he would make it an amazing mod to mod over the character. You never know if Sony ever finally gives a Bloodborne remaster or a PC release, or, you know, if they do a sequel, he definitely would fit in. All right. Okay, we'll get the details down on his face, and then we'll add the hat, and then we'll put we'll do the mask as part of the details, and we'll add the hat. Okay, what's he got for eyes? Kind of simple, somewhat. Let's move this. Okay. There we go. Whoa. Let's rotate it the other way. That might help me a little bit. This. What are you in Bloodborne? That, I actually, totally being honest, I have not played Bloodborne. I have it because I think Sony gave it away at one point with like the PlayStation Plus or whatever, but I have actually not played Bloodborne. Being honest, the first Souls game I ever played was not Dark Souls, Elden Ring. So I'd like to get into playing the others, but I still haven't even finished Elden Ring yet. Though I will admit I just got Elden Ring Night Rain and haven't played it yet, so I need to do that. I need to give that a try, but I need to finish Elden Ring before I get into any of the others. But Bloodborne would be cool to get into to stream maybe eventually. Oops. Fix that a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's continue here, warming up. Give him his... Oops. Not quite liking how those end. So let's... just do a normal end for that. It's the thing, you wouldn't be able to finish Elden Ring because you'll have so many quests still. Oh, I know, and that's the thing. Like, I haven't even finished the main game of Elden Ring, like just playing it once and trying to get an ending. And that's one of the reasons too. I haven't even bought the DLC yet because I'd like to go through it once at least, try to finish it. And I know, of course, you know, you could continue with like New Game Plus over and over and over, you know, and get different things each time. You know, I've watched people play it and stuff, but I've just never gotten far enough myself. And when it first came out, I think I was still streaming on Twitch at the time, and I tried streaming it a couple times, and I was starting off with like my own thing, but I didn't really pay attention to like how builds worked and stuff. I still don't really 100% comprehend all that stuff, but something for the future to learn and work on a little bit more as we go. But one thing at a time, I guess. All right. I still, like, I have this fascination with wanting to do a Lapland themed build on that game. I want to make a Lapland themed blood build, or bleed build, I mean. Which is going to require me to learn a bit of that, how to properly do a bleed build. But I do know about getting like the Rivers of Blood sword and stuff like that, so you know, things like that might be fun for her dual wielding. Okay, that's a little better. Looks a little cleaner. Okay. You're known as the Hunter in Bloodborne, and it fits Opianus as an Abyssal Hunter. That does fit. The only time I have watched a little bit of Bloodborne, I think I was watching Jacksepticeye play it. I know how huge of a fan he is of those games, and he's one of the ones I originally watched some of Elden Ring through. But I watched a couple people stream it too, which was cool. But Jack playing Bloodborne was a lot of fun. He had some interesting stuff to say about the game too. So I saw on Twitter someone cosplaying Tex and Lappy in Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15. They probably wasn't 15. Probably was 14. 14 was online, because 15 was you can't really do anything like that in. That's not a online game. That's the one with Noctis and the guys, the bros. That's the story game. I love 15. I don't care. I catch flack for it. I don't care. I love it. I had the collector's edition for that game. But 14 is very, very versatile. Very versatile in the way that people create some things for like characters and cosplaying and stuff. So it's kind of neat. I like that. I love how I'm like leaning to try and add to the drawing like that's gonna do anything. I'm so weird. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, now this comes down over here. Now soon. Like it. right, let's rotate a little bit. Okay, put that back. Okay, and let's kind of do another one of those numbers. Okay, get that. I'm not gonna put too much detail into this bottom part just because this is only a warm-up sketch. I'll have to sit and do an actual full-on Ulpianus artwork sometime. Actually, would be cool to do all the Abyssal Hunters. Be really neat. All right, let's throw hat on. My derp XD, the one with the customization, yeah, you're looking at 14. You're looking at Final Fantasy 14. 30 minutes late, how much did I miss? You didn't miss much. You missed, nothing, really. I'm working on warm-up sketch right now, so nothing too much. All right. Scratch that, I sent 3 because I didn't like the font for the watermark. We all fucking weird. Actually, don't have Ulpianus. I do have them, but I haven't used them yet. I haven't put any time into them, so I've got to work on them. I do. Well, yeah, I know you do. I've seen in my base a couple times. Plus, I've been to yours. Saving for lap altar. Okay. Now that I got the brim of the hat done, do behind his hair a little bit, so do that. And do the same thing over here. I'm going to unlock this. Let's increase opacity a little bit so I can see that hat better. Lock that again. Back. Okay. Which this means we're gonna draw that going behind. Kind of looks a little bit like a sombrero in a way. It's weird. That just looks kind of normal for the strap. Okay. There. Yeah, come on, down. There we go. Okay. Alright, not bad for a warm-up. Not bad for a warm-up. Alright. Just a warm-up? Alright, I thought I missed more. No, you didn't miss more. Mizuki, how's it going? Going to be next stream when you'll do the Abyssal Hunters? I don't know yet. That's gonna be a little bit because I'm starting to work on some Mizuki project here. And I'll be working on that. And then I'm still working on my Doctor OC, but I'll probably work on Abyssal Hunter soon because that would be a fun one, and I haven't really messed with drawing any of them. Now that I got my scanner, I can also do stuff with my sketchbook, scan them in, and then work on the digital side of things while we're live too, instead of just always drawing and things. But got a nice little, I'll be honest, mugshot warm up there. So don't forget to show my watermark in Texas's birthday drawing. No, I will not forget. Let's get ready to do that now before I move on to anything else. But I want to save my warm-up stuff first. Save my... I'm gonna have this as like a collection. Ah! There we go. Zoom that back in. There we go. That's saved. All right. Okay. Thinking about what I should work on this time. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're good with that. Wanted to mention you're allowed to eat tequila, not the pups. Yay! I get to have some fun. All right. Or should it be drinking tequila? Anyways, for context, chat, I retweeted the retweeted their post on Blue Sky, and with the tequila, the new skin, and I posted yum ... what? With some shifty eyes because, you know, I mean, come on. Hush puppies. Oh, come on. Now you're making me hungry. I just had ice cream to try and soothe my throat a little bit after singing and stuff earlier. And all the voice stuff I did earlier. You want to play with Opionis? I'll have him as an assistant. Actually, might be cool to give him a try. That would be really cool. No, do not drink. Lucky says hi. Well, tell Lucky I said hi back. All right, let's pull up Discord. So I can show what Gothic wants to show off. After Discord installs updates on here. That's why I mostly use it on the phone. It's always updating. Listen, tequila is one of the operators, one of the only male operators that I believe I said Smash for during my Smash or Pass video. I'm gonna need to update that though. My Fortnite decoration left. I'm gonna have to fix that. Bring that back. Okay. Okay, Gothic, do you want the watermark and the work in progress watermark, or do you want me to just show off the actual watermark and then your drawing? Are you sure it's okay that I show off that your full drawing there? I just want to make sure before I do. Grab a drink. Drawing first? Okay. It will be posted soon anyways. All right. Ew, I see what you did for like your glaze thing. That's really cool. Okay. Let's show your drawing off. Provided I do this right. Where's my Discord? Where's my Discord? Hold on. Why is Discord not showing up in my thing? For available windows. I see Chrome. Okay. Let me try something. Otherwise, I'll just do a monitor display capture. Here, we'll do that. We'll do a display capture. Okay. There we go. So this is Gothic's Happy Birthday, Texas image that she has been working on. I've seen a couple works in progress on this until now. And this is awesome. It's my first time getting to see the full picture as well. And for those of you that don't know, technically, at least right now, where we're at, June 1st, and that is Texas's birthday. So this is awesome. You did awesome with this. I love it. Between your doctor down here, Big Susie and Lappy up in the corner, and then Texas is just excited and happy looking. She got Pocky. So happy birthday to Texas. That's cool. She's surprised. She did such a good job. I like when you told me and showed off the little pendant thing there, like it just looks so cool. You did excellent with that shine, that look to it. I love that outfit too. Her hair just looks really spectacular. She's shocked. That's what the expression meant to be. I get it. I was trying to find the right words and I couldn't quite get there, so my bad. But that's fitting. That's really, really fitting. All right. So then watermark next. And do you want... You play Stolpianus in support? Awesome. I'll have to mess with that a little later then. Let's see. So do you want the... Like I said, do you want just the final watermark? You want me to show the final watermark off? Yes? Okay. Let's scroll down, and there. That's pretty cool. And that is something, oh, both versions? So I'll show the work in progress then first. I see how you changed the font. So that is really cool. But I like how you have the hurricane design, like the hurricane eye for that. So that's something I'm gonna have to do eventually. I'll create a little watermark or something that I can stamp with my name when I'm doing artwork and stuff like this, especially while we're live. But I like what you've got going on here. And then I see how you changed the font. That's really cool. It's fitting. Very, very fitting. Excuse me. All right. Let me get ready here. All right, one moment. Personalized my watermark since my main starting story was based on hurricanes, and it's fitting since you do all the work and stuff, the artwork with your storms and your personifications and things. That's really cool. All right, let me get my reference stuff up here for what's his face. The font change was for more of a cyberpunk look. That's fitting too. That makes sense. I could see it too. All right, I'm going to... I'll keep Discord up in the background. Maybe. There we go. All right, I'm going to open up... Do I want to open up my... Mizuki? Mizuki was practice. I had the practice Mizuki that I did the other day. Do I want to work on that, or do I want to start a new one for what I'm doing today? Still lining it. Okay. All right, I think... You know, let's do a little more practice we'll do another layer here. And then we'll name it. Let's move that over here. And then, yeah. Move that over there. Okay. Still lining it. You want to mess with Opionis now or later on? I will probably do that a little later on. I don't know if I'll do that on stream just because of the fact that I'm just doing artwork and stuff tonight. So could keep that one and just put the clothes on you want, like a concept art. Yeah, and that's actually something that's a good thought there. I am going to do here. I need to do something here. Hold on. Import image. Let me find it. Pictures. Nope, that's not it. That's the wrong one. Import image. That was the bad one. This one. Maybe? Will it work? Hold on. Okay. Give me 1 second, chat. I've got to find my references here. Pictures. Don't tell me I'm going to have to scan it again. If that's the case, no problem. I will. Oh, wait. Wait, never mind. It worked. It just looks massive. I'm going to have to fix it. Okay. How do I... Okay, file object. Oh, man. Selection from layer. We don't want that. Layer settings. Scale, rotate. That's... Okay, wait a second. There we go. That's what I want. Scale her down. Control Z. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Much better. Okay, now. Yes, let's do that. And then let's crop it. About this. Okay. Crop. Ah, no. Why will it not just crop the layer? That doesn't work either. Okay. Cropping that crops the whole thing. I don't want that. Alright, you know what? This is fine because this is just a reference anyways. So, let's drop it below the sketch. Layer settings, set as reference layer. Alright, so after playing around, we finally got this up. So I got my scanner today, my flatbed, and I started messing with it. And I got here a picture out of my sketchbook of something that I've been working on for Musi here. And we're working on a design of Mizuki. as kind of a zombie AU type thing. And I don't know why, I kind of started and rolled with the idea of Mizuki with kind of like a law enforcement police type uniform. Kind of Resident Evil-ish, but like, I don't know. I don't know what exactly I was thinking, but I just got this idea in mind of him with this sleek uniform on. And then we're going to add some touches of his, like his umbrella and stuff into the final work. But I want to work on putting him in the clothing and take it from there. But let's see here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to hide my face, or his face, I should say. Delete that. All right, we're going to lock that layer so I don't mess with it. Let's go ahead and maybe he's on sewage clearing duty. Well, that would be interesting to say the least. What did I just do? Yeah, I just... Okay. All right, so let's do... We're gonna move this over. Let's get the beret. Okay. Fun fact, my first drawing of Gray I drew as a female because I didn't know until I looked at his files that he was male. That's all right. Alrighty. Let's lock that. Lock Mizuki. And then... No, I did delete the other one. Okay. Alright, so let's change layer name. Here we'll do full body sketch. Okay. Alright, let's just kind of lay this out a little bit. Do a quick little... Am I on the right thing? Yes, I am, but I'm drawing in white. That explains it. Okay. Let's do a quick little layout of how we want to do things. Okay. All right, I think I kind of got a basic layout here for where I'm going to put each part, and I'll go through and I'll start drawing and adding details then. My second time drawing the Arknights, peeps. Also added a new thing with my watermark, a warning sign with a lightning strike as an exclamation point, to reference my symbol for my world's version of the weather services. Nice! That's pretty cool. Alrighty. Let's zoom in here. Okay, how did I do? I kind of copied the look of the pants there, or the shorts into the pants. And we're going to tuck them into the boots. Where do I want to start? Do I want to start on that? On one hand, I kind of feel like starting at the head, but at the same time, I'm also like, do I really want to start up there? It's probably the best place for me to start, though. Start at the head and work our way down. All right, in this case, actually, I'm going to move Mr. Mizuki a little bit closer. No, I did not want... I hate pressing that button. Here, let's put the head. Let's put him right over there. Put him real close. Mizuki, meet the beginning of your body in my artwork. Okay. Whoops. Wrong layer. Okay. Okay, so there's our neck. Oh. I'm drawing in blue. Darn it. Redo that. Darn you. You made me copy your color. Your outfit color. Didn't mean to. I like this song. Really. I say that and then I mess up what I'm doing. Let's fix this a little bit. There. Okay. Let's... Okay. Kind of wondering, would you ever post your warm-ups? I mean, I could. I never thought of it. If you want me to, I will. I'll post my warm-up sketches. We'll bring this up now. The legs are too short. They're not done yet. It's just a layout. It's just a layout. Calm down. Calm down, relax. If they're too short near the end, we'll have a gimpy Mizuki, and we don't want that, so we'll fix it. No, don't worry. we'll fix it. What do you think about the lore of a zombie-type infection? How a zombie-type infection would work in Arknights lore? I think it could do with Oropathy for sure, but a special infection with it. That's a good thought. Maybe like a mutation or something to that effect. Not just like an Oropathy, but like, that kind of makes me curious. Like maybe some sort of a mutation or something that like the Oropathy would increase the effects of. Some sort of an illness, or maybe even like a fungal type infection, similar to like The Last of Us. Interesting. I got lag there for a second. Not sure why. I got nothing running in the background really. Let me make sure. I'll close out a couple things if I have to. Oops. Okay. Exit those things. Let me just close out a couple things in the background. Okay. Yeah, but just having Oropathy increase the effects of it, rapidly make it, you know, further, you know, or just the Oropathy would make it maybe controllable or something in a similar vein to like what's his face, the one that I like to voice, what's his name? I can't remember right now. I'm blanking. Mephisto's horde is very zombie-like in a way. So Mephisto's horde is something that he kind of controls in a way similar because of their infection, and they're kind of pretty much dead and gone at that point. But yeah, he definitely controls them in that aspect. And thinking of that, I mean, in some ways they're not, they're zombie-like, but they're not like a full-on zombie, I don't think. I mean, kind of, but not in the same vein of like, you know, like say, again, like a Last of Us or a Resident Evil type zombie where it's another disease or something, or a virus that causes it, or the fungal infection. So that's just strictly to do with Oropathy. But in that sense, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to think about, because comparing it to that, I keep falling back to something like a viral infection, and then thinking that people get ill with that, and then like the Oropathy forces it to quicken and forces it to take them out even faster. And then when they come back, you know, it could be even more horrific, a little more scary. And the fact that the zombies could then, in essence, spread whatever infection they have on top of the Oropathy infection. So that makes it even worse. It's kind of a double-edged sword. And let's say there's a cure for the viral infection or whatever it is. There's still no cure for the Oropathy yet. So one way or another, the person that was attacked, potentially bit or whatever, is still left with an infection and is still slowly a ticking time bomb in a way, you know? That would be an interesting way to write the lore. Would Lappy and Texas be infected with this zombie thing? Lappy probably, because of the fact that she's already infected with Oropathy, and if it's bound together, you know? Texas, probably not. I do agree with that. We do have undead and Arknights. You know, yeah, not just the horde, but thinking about it too, we do have Iblana's undead as well, which is another example. So there is kind of multiple, but those are that's almost more like necromancy in a way, I think. Could be pretty insane. So yeah, we do have kind of two forms of it, but not in the sense of like what you're thinking, I believe. Happy stays inside Rhodes Island. Mephisto, yes. Fun fact, Mephisto battle is the one I had Lapland introduced in the story. Ah, yeah, that's right. You did tell me about that. Viral or parasitic infections are your favorite. That's cool. Absolutely cool. Had another Katrina and Maria AU, an AU of targeted love where it's a zombie apocalypse. I have a hard time working on it because Katrina, I plan to get infected. Ouch. Would love to draw Mizuki in this AU, maybe somewhere like the sea, clearing out the undead there. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You know what would make an amazing zombie, like viral zombie infection AU? The damn, what is the name of that place that is under the water that you visited during the Opianus event? I cannot remember the name of it, but they have those mobile cities and things that are in like the little bubble barrier. Having one of those get completely infected and having a group stranded inside those with you've got like the little handies and stuff doing stuff. Somebody like Lumen, because Lumen was down there, and Irene, stuff like that would be absolute insanity. Stuck, trapped underwater in one of those and infected. Oh man, or dealing with the infection. That would make a completely awesome story. Oh, does that sound cool? Man, you guys give me some awesome ideas. Pretty sure we already have undead stuff, and Arknights would give examples, but it's 1 a.m. and don't want to badly explain the lore. Oh man, you're good. You're good. I'm tripping all over myself after that now. Like I said, you know, we definitely have the Horde, and we have Iblana's stuff, but, is there any others? Those are the first two and the main two that come to mind, because again, the Horde is controlled with the Orpathy because they're already infected. Iblana's are, like I said, that's like necromancy. She's raising the dead bodies, and they can tend to just like poof into flames when they're done. I want to hear more. But Maria ends up letting Katrina infect her during the early beginnings of the infection. If you're going down, I'm going down with you. Whoa, okay, that's giving me vibes of something, and I don't remember what. That's making me think of something. Sounds like a crazy AU. Let's write notes. Let me look up the name of that place, because then that'll give you something too to look up. Let me see. What was that? Path of Life was the event. Path of Life. Arknights. Okay, let me find that. Okay. Thankfully, Rita would discover a cure. Want to draw something that's lore accurate with your design, preferably a scene. Walking Dead did that. Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about with Walking Dead. Cannot think of any water cities besides. Yes, Miliarium, that's it. Miliarium, that is exactly it. That's what I'm thinking of. Because it's like you're in the one, but then there's other parts of it off, and they mentioned about how there's more parts and they can connect together or like come apart if they want to and stuff like that. But Miliarium is like the main. That's exactly what I'm thinking of, because it's pretty much just an underwater city, and that's where they were during the events there. That was really cool. Don't the underwater cities have a self-destruct in place? I think they do have some sort of self-destruct, but thinking of like how Path of Life went, didn't like when the Seaborn invaded, weren't they able to like shut that off or something? Like the hive mind between the Seaborn and the main one. I can't remember the name of the main one, but he was the Seaborn that was transformed of the researcher from the past. They were able to like shut it off and stuff. They kind of stopped it from happening. I think my watermark is done. Ooh, that's cool. Brain has too much lore shoved into it because I follow an Arknights lore account, subject to read anything Arknights. I'm with you there. I'm absolutely with you there. I follow a lore account on Facebook, I think it is, and I believe one on X. Infodump might be the one I follow on X. I can't remember for sure. Rapture from BioShock. Useless information, but I guess it comes in handy with random situations like this. It's not useless, not at all. It's fun to talk about lore and stuff like this. Absolutely fun. You sent it to me. Okay. I'll pull that up and show that off before I continue with drawing and diving into lore and stuff here. Let me pull up Discord. All right, where is... All right, there is Gothic's finished watermark, line art and all. Looks pretty nice. Excuse me. So you'll be able to stamp that over or watermark it all over. That's pretty cool. I like the added symbol. That's really neat. You got me thinking about ways I could do this for myself. I'll have to probably just do like a line art of the way I have my name or something in my profile picture. And then maybe I'll think of something else. I don't know. One last thing. Uh-oh. 2 minutes? Okay. I'll switch back for now, but when you get it, send it to me. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. One second. Where'd it go? There we go. United States Meteorological Service. Ooh. That's cool. So that's what that's supposed to be. That is neat. Okay. I already sent it, boy. I was a little too quick. I jumped the gun, okay? All right. Let me go back here. All right, let's continue fixing the face. Now, my goal with this, when I get this Mizuki done, my goal is to not just draw the design of him that I have here, but I have this idea in mind of doing an actual scene. I keep picturing an idea of him standing near like a building with rainfall, holding his umbrella there, his kind of clear umbrella, and there'd be like an alleyway in the background, and then you could see like some glowing eyes or something back there, and like a zombie starting to emerge from the shadow. I kind of got this idea of that, and I don't know if I'll be able to quite do it all. It'll take me a while, but I'm willing to commit to it. But then after we finish Mizuki, Shu is next up, because she's the other part of this. And I'd like to put them together. That was what the symbol is, but simplified. It's an old design of it. That's cool. That's awesome. Okay. Sounds super cool. I hope it is, and I hope it turns out really well, and I hope you like it when we get finished, but we need lots of practice first, so I'll continue working on practicing, drawing, and doing what I can to make it nice. Mizuki definitely has a sleeker neck. He doesn't have anything too big. Little bit. I think I got it good there. Okay, let's... Okay. Okay, so there we go for that. What am I doing? Stop that. I'm way messing that up. Way messing that up too much. All right, how about we rotate her? There's that. Trying to find where to put the new watermark. God. This is gonna come as a very dumb question. I think I need to look up more Mizuki art, actually, instead of asking a question on it, rather. I need to find some more references, because I'm doing kind of a slight sideways perspective, and I want to know how to do the nose. Because most things like there, it's not really depicted, so let's see. And I don't want to give him some weird-looking nose, so let's do that. Let's look up Mizuki. Look at the skins. Maybe the skin art will give me a little more Summer Feast. That one doesn't have a nose either. Oh, man. Okay, so much for that. Nami never draws noses. Okay. So then that makes this a little more difficult for me. It's gonna look weird if I add a nose. Just draw an anime nose. It's gonna look weird if I add. I'm probably gonna go with none. Let's just go with none and roll without, because I want to keep true to the character. Okay. Got to be a little thinner. So okay. Oops. Scrolling down. Let's go back up here. Figured it out, so I set the drawing with a new watermark. Really want to jokingly suggest an Animal Crossing nose. Oh man, Animal Crossing, ooh. That would look so wrong and so hilarious. I don't think I could possibly do that though. Actually, it's been a very long time. Oh god, my island's probably horrible. You know how long it's been since I played my Animal Crossing New Horizons? A very, very long time. It's been over a year. I think. Probably longer. Letting myself lay down instead of sitting. I've been sitting for too long and my ass hurts. That's probably a good idea. Haven't played in 5 years now. Oh man, I haven't played at all. See, when it came out, I got in probably couple weeks after, maybe after it came out. And I had never really played an Animal Crossing game before that. I can't remember if the mobile game was out before that. I remember trying that. So maybe if the mobile game was out first, but otherwise, I didn't really play it that much, and I didn't get into any of the earlier games, even when I had a GameCube, stuff like that. But it's just a case where I don't know. I got into it late, and same with New Horizons there. I played it for a little bit, and I just haven't gone back. And I want to. I like it being like a chill, relaxing game, but I just haven't had the time to sit down and play it. I've been wanting to play so many other games, and like right now, when it comes to my Switch, I need to stream and finally finish Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't done that, and I'm so annoyed with myself because it's been over a year since I've done that, and it probably a lot longer if you go back and see whenever the last time I streamed it on my channel was the last time I played it. So I need to sit down and finish the story of that. And it's a case where on one hand, I've thought about doing it on my own, but I don't want to leave an unfinished story here on my channel. So I'm gonna go back and eventually do that. But then I have other long games, like I need to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I didn't do on stream, so that's on my own. But I have 3, and I desperately want to get into 3. I'd like to go back and play the first one. I never did that either, because I didn't have a Wii U. Or, well, no, that was on the Wii, the original Wii. I just didn't have it, I think. Either way, but I have a lot of larger story games that I'd like to sit and play. And I've put off playing the smaller or things like Animal Crossing for, jumping into games like that. But I don't know. I haven't really sat down and played much off camera on my own. And that's something I need to do, because it's always been my escape. But gaming has always been my escape, and I just haven't done it the way I used to. Okay, we got that. Okay. So I don't quite like what I did with this curve, so let's fix that a little. There we go. Trace a little bit. So now I know where this is. Fix that. this. So that's hidden there. Okay. I think I'm cooked. I've been stuck on ZT-S-3 for a while now. It's nearing 2 a.m. Anybody got tips to beat that stage? Oh, man, I just recorded that earlier today. What did I do for it? Hold on. Let me pull up the video, because I just did that here a little bit ago. I don't remember exactly how I beat it. I recorded it earlier, so I'm releasing that tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd be able to show you, but, let's see. Okay. How did I beat this? Which one is this? This was the EX stages. That's EX5. Okay, I believe that's S1. This is S2. Okay, what did I do? Let's skip ahead. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This one's a pain. Being totally honest, the way I did it, I did absolutely nothing on either side of the maps. I just focused on the middle because it has that kind of like angle to it, and then you have your two little squares at the bottom. I just kind of put everything into that. But I play always such like a caster and sniper heavy game that, you know, like I have my ground defense and things, but I mainly focused on just having everything kind of build up there, and then every chance I got, I put the little item out and had it attacking the Witch King. It took me 2 tries, I think, to beat this one. 2 or 3 tries when I recorded it here. But like I have Narantuya and Mulesies, and I had Read the Flame Shadow, Lappy Altar, Weeshadel. I had them like switching out and heavy hitting on that thing, and then I had Shu down in the bottom as well, healing for us and stuff. She's my main medic, even though she's not really a medic. That's pretty much all I did, was just kind of stack the bottom in a way. And I don't really know any specific tips or anything I could give you. Other than just trying as often as possible to throw that little object out and just let your operators keep attacking it and hammering on the Witch King. The sooner you get him out of there, the better. Always rush doing events the last minute after slacking off on them for the entire duration. That was me tonight, because actually I originally intended to record, to finish recording chapter 6, because, you know, the last time we talked about that, chapter 6 of the main theme, it was either my last art stream or one of my last couple of art streams where I talked about how I was partway through recording, and, well, I've had that one thing that kind of demotivated me for the rest of that day. But I got out of that slump, thankfully. But I intended to go into that thinking that, you know, oh, we still have a couple days on the event, and I'm like, oh, wait, 9 hours to go? Nope, gotta record that. So I jumped in, finally beat the Witch King, because I couldn't when the event was first in with this team. I did on my original account, but my account was so young at the time for my content that I didn't have him. I wasn't able to beat him even with strategy. So, excuse me. But I managed to beat him. All the EX stages, challenge mode for EX8, and all the S stages. I was so thrilled. I am so pumped. You can actually see it in the video. Must be cooked that I don't level up any ground ops at all. My team consists of brute force only. You know, I understand that. I'll be honest, I'm not the best with strategy when it comes to the game. But like ground ops, I have Texas. I have Lapland. I have Shu for defense. I use Calcit and Monster a lot. And I have Degenbreaker. But other than that, like Narantuya, Wishadel, Logos, Lappy Altar, Read the Flame Shadow, Mulesies, you know, heavy artillery is pretty much how I play. And again, caster heavy. Caster and sniper heavy is how I roll. But I don't do a lot of like debuffs and things like that. I don't do a lot of like supporter stuff. I used to use slow when I was first playing and whatnot. I would use what's her name? Earth Spirit to slow the enemies down, and then I'd pair her with Praminix. And it was random, but it worked for me for a little while in the early stages, but not a very good combo anymore. But I still love those two. I'll have to do some artwork of them, especially Praminix. I'll be honest, man, it's been a while since I've done anything with Praminix, but not long ago, I came across a Praminix on Character AI that was a little bit crazy. It basically described that Praminix, that like the intro of it was Praminix shows up at your door at Rhodes Island, and she's in heat. And she can't control herself. That was intriguing. That was a weird conversation. Anyways, moving on. I'm sorry. The weird stuff that I find. Meanwhile, I stick mostly to Kyo strats, with of course changing up ops. See, I used to use his strategies, and I have nothing wrong with Kyo. I love the fact that he does what he does. I just haven't needed them in a while, and I'm kind of thankful for the sake of the fact that, again, I mostly only used him for operator positioning. I never really went with the same teams, but learned how to reposition my operators to get the best look on the stage. So, but it's cool to, you know, the way he breaks things down. Kyo, Echogen, anybody like that does those kind of things is pretty neat. I think I must move on from my reaction becomes of the Ash Baby meme, because I saw all my ops get teleported. My only defense Blemishine got teleported away. Oh, see, that is the worst thing. And in those S stages, in the EX stages, he definitely teleports them a lot more. It's a bit worse. I did not like that portion of the Witch King battle, but the first one, it's great. The original boss battle with him in the main story of that is good because he only teleports them like there towards the end, which is cool. Like, you know, okay, don't touch them the rest of the game. I'm cool with that. But what a pain. I hated them getting teleported. That was my worst thing. But had an interesting similar scenario made with Tex and Lap. Texas going into heat despite trying to control it with her normal methods. She fails, goes to Lappy. Also use it for positioning and in skill timing. Almost never use the same squads anymore, excluding some select operators like Fang. That makes sense. Witch King is a pain to deal with? Absolutely. The Witch King is one of the harder bosses. The two that I ever had the most trouble with so far, and of course during reruns I was able to beat them, the Witch King and Cliff from Jessica Alter event. When I first came across those two, I couldn't beat them. Now I could do it. Oh, and Dolly, because my count, again, all three of those events were times where, you know, I got in early. You know, I didn't have fully fleshed out squads. I wasn't playing the best at the time. I was early with my content creation and stuff with it. So, but now I'm a lot better off and I was able to beat them, thankfully. I don't think the Witch King is the problem. It's those dang shields. Texas gets one-shotted. Oh, yes. And the only way you could get rid of the shields on them is you have to activate the thing. And if he's got control of that object, which sometimes happens, you can't activate it, so you just kind of have to hold out. That is actually why, like, hitting with that object to use the little cannon helps, because that'll fry those shields, but having the heavy artillery as best as you can really can eat away at those too and help at least take a couple of them down until you can activate that device and turn the shields off. That is a pain, especially in the last stage, the S-5, I believe. That was a pain too. The fact that you had to fight him, OG, EX, and twice during the S stages, 4 Witch King fights, so bad. Basically, needless to say, Lappy and Texas had fun. They sure seemed like they did. Okay, I've got the basic of his hair here, but I'm gonna have to add the longer hair and stuff later. For now, I want to start adding the clothing on, and I think I can move this over. Kind of get him a little bit out of the way again. Move him over for now. All right, now let's move him up so we have more room for the legs. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. Poof, buddy. Poof. There we go. Deselect. Okay, first of all, let's lock Mizuki there. That's actually another series too I want to play on here is what is it? The Last of Us. Both of them. I do have them both on PC now. I think it back to the zombie stuff. Meanwhile, I'm stuck on several bosses. Invitation to Wine. Guide Ahead. Is that something else? I don't remember what. Just gonna say it, I rarely enjoy the event mechanics when it comes to my brute force getting destroyed. I get it. I understand what you're saying. There are some event mechanics that are pretty fun and work pretty well, but they just kind of make it a little bit enjoyable. But some of them, like the whole Steam thing on the Ifeola Alter event, was kind of annoying, having to constantly make sure to change that. What other one was there that was really annoying that I didn't like? There was a couple, I know for sure. I don't know. There's a couple that I definitely didn't care for. trying to think. The Witch King one was a little bit of a pain. Event mechanics. Let me think about that. Let me think about that for sure. There's others I know, but off the top of my head, I'm blanking. Mechanics. Trying to think of the events that I played and stuff like that. There wasn't anything too crazy with, like, the Circusano. The fireworks were kind of okay with the Lapland Altar event, but I didn't really care for them too much, just because, like, I know you could change them, you could do different things. I like doing freezing with it, but, and it, like, the patterns, I don't know. It just really didn't feel too great to me with that. I had fun with it, but thinking back on it, I don't know. I didn't really care for that one, those mechanics. I said about the mist, the soda mist and stuff, the steam. Ooh, the one that I don't like is the damn the stuff that with like the Seaborn events, where it's the stuff that grows on the ground and you have to use the little things to, like, clean it up. That is so annoying, because, like, if you don't do it just right, that stuff just continues to grow and it gets worse. The shoe event had that the blight when it got in the water, and having to mess with the clean water flow and have an operator behind the spout to try and clean it up. That could be a pain if you weren't careful. I don't really care for that either, but I at least had ways around it, and thankfully Shu was huge for helping with that. Tin Man can heal operators that cannot be healed by medics. Yeah, you said about that before, and I still have yet to get Tin Man. Don't even own Tin Man because I haven't touched IS since last year. I haven't touched them at all, really. I have to go back and play those. That's something I keep meaning to do, like, sometime maybe on stream, because then, like, you guys could give me some tips and stuff as I'm playing, because I really haven't done those modes. IS modes, or, like, when contingency contracts been in, I haven't done any of those because I just never was powerful enough to do it. Now that I kind of am, and I'm still working on, like, some backup operators and other stuff for strategy, I just haven't had a chance to. Messed up my monitor. 1 second. There we go. My stuff back. I bumped my HDMI cable. Okay. The 5-star operator worth getting. Completely understandable there. Refresh my Chrome because it messed up. What a pain. There we go. That's now. Live chat. Okay. Now we're back up. Alrighty. Never touched IS and don't plan to. Don't blast me. That's alright. Do what you want to do. The only reason I did the one contingency contract when it came in that gave the, I think it was contingency contract that gave the plume, or not plume. Yeah, plume skin, I believe. The one where she's working out. Yeah, I don't know why I was getting confused there for a second. My name is Plume. I call her Val Plume. But anyways, yeah, I did that one just to get her, just enough to get her, and that was it. Was stuck on SV7 for so long, partially because of it. Siege Altar event boss is harder than the Witch King. I kinda thought otherwise, being honest. I thought the Witch King was harder. Harder yet. Mixer, that's good. Okay. Music is a bit loud. Let me fix that. Turn that down a little bit. It might just be the particular song or something too. Let me make sure my mic volume is good. Open sound settings. Yep, mic's all the way up. Good. Okay. Yeah, that I thought at least the first part of the Siege Altar boss was easier. The first version of the EX version was good. The challenge mode was hard for him. And I think the S versions were a little difficult, but I didn't think he was extremely difficult. I think I had more trouble with the Witch King, definitely. Better tonight, obviously, when I recorded it earlier, but team cannot beat the stage, honestly. I have no ops leveled up at all. My only great op, Texas Altar, is getting ripped to shreds by the shields. That is the biggest problem. Those darn shields. Yeah, the EX stage for sure. It was, again, challenge mode, EX stage was awful when it came to that. Okay. Erase more of this because this is just confusing me. That was just for layout purposes. Leave the rest there for now. Saw a sweet Texas cosplay tweet of her blowing out a candle earlier. Oh, that's cute. That's awesome. ask if we threw a surprise birthday party for Texas, how would she react? If I'm being honest, I kind of feel like she would act very similar to how your drawing was. Just, she would have that initial, like, shock of, like, wait, you all did this for me kind of thing. But she'd warm up to it. You know, it wouldn't be, she's not gonna, like, jump for joy and, like, oh my God, you guys did. But I think she would have that, like, you know, that subtle smile and that, you know, thanks. I didn't expect anybody to do anything for me. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. And then she'd have fun, you know? She'd have fun with everybody, enjoy the moment, and I think she'd be thankful. Maybe a little embarrassed, but, you know, overall, I think she'd enjoy it. Okay. So it's my shirt that I'm going for. Not gonna have too much visible for it because of the... Okay. There's little shirt strap things on the sleeves. Those will go away and be hidden when we add the vest on. Add on, like I said, I'll add on his longer hair strips and stuff later, but... Lappy, Exu, and other PL girls will be there. Well, exactly. She'd have fun. It'd probably be either Exu's idea or Lappy's idea, one of them. Or would Lappy not throw parties? I mean, she kind of threw a party there at the end of her event there, where, you know... She threw everything into chaos and took control of it, so I think she'd be one to throw parties, definitely. But I kind of would picture it being like Exu and the other Penguin Logistics girls doing a little more of that than her, for the sake of the fact that it just seems like something that they would do. And they do, Exusier does a lot of partying to begin with. They all seem to be interested in some way, shape, or form in partying, but, you know, that's one of those things where that seems more up their alley. Okay. Alright, so now we kind of got down to there. So we'll start pants here, but for now, let's add our vest. Okay. Okay. Oops. Ah, too far over. I'll have to figure out a way to texture that a little bit. So there's our best. Okay, now left. Okay. That's our overlay. It's kind of overlaid together. All right. Wait. Hold on, okay. Exu does normal parties, Lappy does parties. Hell spawn parties. Yesterday, me, Lappy, and Exu went to Walmart to get some Pocky. It gave me some good luck, apparently, because I found chocolate Pocky. That's awesome. Ugh. Not Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic for dinner. Why didn't you eat Sonic? Come on. If you're eating Sonic and I'm eating tequila, it's not what I meant by that, but anyways. When I said yum. Anyways, moving on. How many star will the tax evader get if she got an altar? Tax evader from Laterano. Ooh. How many stars? I mean, if she got an altar, probably is going to be a 6-star, almost guaranteed. Very rarely do they have too many altars that are, you know, like 5-star and whatnot, except for like the Fang and Cruz and, You know, those are 5-star altars, but someone like that probably is getting a 6-star for sure. Okay. Unlock. Let's move that over just because. Start with the pants. You know what? What I'm gonna do? We're gonna stay on that, and we're gonna move that up like that.
Houston, press to ATO.
Embryo. Yeah, I mean, I feel like she's getting a 6-star if they'd give her one, but 5-star is a possibility because of Gray. Well, wasn't Gray? OG Gray was a 4-star. Gray the Lightning Bearer was a 5. Embryo is a 5 already, isn't she? Or no, Embryo's a 4. So possibly, yeah. It could be a 5. That's a good point. I don't know. They're very lenient with giving the altars as 6 stars right now, so that is definitely a possibility, but I did like how Gray the Lightning Bearer was incorporated in Dorothy's vision. It was cool to see him there. I get what you mean. Gothic. Yeah, she was a 4. So that, yeah, it is possible that she could get a 5, I guess. Embryo Sniper from Laterano. The brain has left the chat. Still thinking about the fact that we are getting a cat as an operator. I still like that. You know, I like the fact I didn't get the Terra whatever commission it was. Though that one was one that was during the Monster Hunter event, if I'm thinking right. Or that was a skin for them, something like that. Terra Research Commission, or whatever they're called. It's like the 3 little cats. I didn't get them. But having Miss Christine, an actual, like, looks like a house cat style cat, you know, is pretty cool. Would Texas be into spooky ghost videos or Lappy? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know who either of them that would be into anything like that. I don't foresee that really being up Texas's alley. I kind of feel like she would be one to not buy into that too much. Under the circumstances, Lappy, I don't think so either. I don't know. I don't foresee her being interested in that kind of stuff. I don't know. Did a fat finger when typing and end up with spelling errors. It's all right. I do that too. I tend to do a lot of, like, when I'm on my phone, if I'm texting, I use the swipe text because I'll just swipe the words out real quick. And a lot of times it's good. There's some words that it can't get yet until it's taught. So sometimes I have to do it in repetition, but Lapland is insane. Talking about those 3 Monster Hunter cats, I cannot forget the skin that has one of them doing the Snoop Dogg dance. Oh man, that is a funny skin. I do like that. I know how many people pointed that out. That is insane. So it makes me wonder, like, the artist that did that skin, you know, if they really were doing that on purpose, or, I mean, they had to have in a way. It's so recognizable. Could see them not caring much or seeing it lame, but they probably would have enjoyed it when they were younger. Yeah, I mean, that could make sense. It could actually make sense. I just feel like with everything that they went through, you know, especially in a lot of cases, and the fact that there is some kind of like paranormal stuff in a way with things like with Sammy and the other regions and things, I just don't see it as being something that, like, ghost type stuff would be too scary to a lot of people. But, you know, in that world, I should say. But, I don't know. I guess it just kind of depends on who they are, where they're from. The younger characters, of course, definitely, for sure. I could feel, or I could see them getting scared. You know, like, imagine like a Papacar getting freaked out a little bit by the ghosts. Maybe even a suzerain, you know. Characters like that. Well, hey, one extra difference with Cat and Mari and Texas and Lappy. They're intrigued. That makes sense. That gives you a little bit of difference. Oh, the Palicos, absolutely. I think if they do a second Monster Hunter skin, or, you know, Monster Hunter event, if they ever do, it would be cool to see them do like an actual full-on Palico, not just the little ones like that, but to do one in particular that would be really cool. Shaw has the Ghostbuster skin. Yeah, Shaw has that skin. I like that one. That is funny. I have to get that skin. I don't have it on either account. No, I never saw the. Yeah, I get what you meant. I was just talking about like thinking about them not believing in it, you know, and not being interested too much in that. But then you've got the younger ones. I was trying to say, like, you think that some of the youth operators, the younger kids, would actually kind of be interested, but be scared of that kind of thing, you know, if that makes sense. Not that Texas and Lappy would. It was just, I was just making that example that the little ones would, but. Okay, that's too low. Let's pull those pants up a little bit here, buddy. That's a little better. If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but there's a parody Key and Peele did of supposed to be of like the person that wrote that and other famous TV and movie songs and things. It was just kind of a funny little skit that they did. I used to love that show. I think I have the DVD set somewhere of Key and Peele. Yeah, I have the whole series on DVD. There was a time where I got really into that, just watching the skits and things like that. Little comedy things used to make me laugh a lot, but haven't really watched anything like that lately. Gee, what time is it? Holy crap, it's 3:47. I'm gonna have to get to bed here soon. Have knee pads. I have a leg holster for a gun over here. That's fine. I don't really want to add knee pads. We're good. I don't have elbows either, so yeah, we're cool with that. Try to get the right length here. So, right about there. Okay, and then the boots are going to come up higher, but we'll worry about the boots after. Let's get the pants first. I did not mean to do that. On that note, I actually didn't see how USC went tonight. What was the fight night card? Let's take a look at that. UFC. Okay, let's see. Who won tonight? Prelims. Alice Ordillion? I don't know who that is. I didn't see that. Blagioki won a decision. Jordan Levitt beat Kurt Hollabaugh by submission. Those guys from the last season, from the McGregor and Chandler season, wow. They have not done anything since coming back to UFC. Alan Nascimento won a decision. That kind of seems like a possibly boring card. Or boring prelim. Zachary Reese beat Dushko. Okay. Ketlin Vieira beat Macy Chasson. Dustin Jacoby beat Bruno Lopez. Ramiz Brahimaj beat Billy Ray Goff by submission. Knockout submission. Bunch of decisions tonight. Mateusz Gamrot beat Ludovic Klein. Well, that makes sense. But what about, where's the Macy Barber fight? Oh no! Barber pulled for medical issue minutes before the main event. The main event got canceled tonight? No way! That's insane! Macy Barber and Aaron Blanchfield did not get to fight. Wow, so Gamrot and Ludovic Klein was the main event. That went to decision. Well, at least they gave a show. That sucks, though. All right. Going to head to bed in 10 minutes. Nearly forgot to repost Arknights stuff. Hope you don't have phone notifications on because I'm going to spam repost. I have them on, but my phone is honestly almost perpetually on silent because of work and stuff. And when I'm home, I never really have it on because a lot of times it's in my hands anyways, or like on me in a way that I see it. So I just keep it on silent, or if anything, vibrate. But the only time I ever turn it up is like if my kids are in school, I will sleep and have it the volume up, but I'll put like the do not disturb mode on, so none of the notifications come through unless like the school's calling, because I have the number in my book. So I have it set up to do that. So that's the only way I'll get any kind of noise. But other than that, it stays off. It's close to being 4 a.m. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish the edge of the pants here, and then I'm gonna get ready for some sleep myself. So, because I need a little bit of it. And then we'll probably come back on tomorrow and continue. Pick up where we left off here. Working on Mizuki. We'll do a different warm-up to get my hand going and then go from there. But I got a lot of recording and stuff to do, so let me wrap up here what I'm doing here to get the length for the pants, and then we'll have that established, and then I'll be able to pick it up, add the details for the pants, and do the boots, the arms, that kind of stuff tomorrow. There we go. Do the boots, the arms and gloves, the little attachments, the holster, the pant details and stuff tomorrow. So let me save this. It's definitely trying to save. There we go. All right. I mean, it's close to 3 a.m. Man, why is it that everybody keeps finding me as an hour behind me? That's pretty cool. Not that that's a bad thing. I just find it funny because a lot of you seem to be an hour behind me. That's cool. I'm found in such an interesting area. I tell you what, though, what is actually crazy. Let me turn off my headset here as we wrap up. What is actually crazy? One thing I find neat is the fact that when I look at like all the YouTube, like there's stuff with my YouTube account or with YouTube Studio that allows you to see your analytics and where people view you from. And I have had so many different countries pop up that I've been viewed in. It's just amazing to see and to know that I've, been seen around the world in a sense. Everything from, a lot of the Asian countries, Russia, Germany, Africa. There's so many places that have seen my face, and it's like, wow, it's so weird to think about. What would actually terrify me is like being like, if I would ever travel and go to one of these countries and actually be recognized, I think it would freak me out. But same, including you. Yeah, you're an hour behind me too. Might also be VPN. It could be. It definitely could be. It is possible. But for the clear amount that's shown up, I do tend to believe it in a lot of cases because, I mean, there is a lot of stuff, it gets around. Especially, when I use the tags and stuff that I use for my Arknights videos, the hashtags and stuff to get it circulated. I do use like the Chinese, the Japanese, and the Korean Arknights hashtags to get out into there as well. So it doesn't surprise me if I'd be seen in those areas a lot, even if it's not a ton, it's just the fact that it's out there. So YouTube tends to adjust to time zones. That is true. That is very true. On that note, let me just take a look real quick because I'm curious. If I go into I hate how the algorithm right now. Like, I see so many weird things on my front page on this account, but at the same time, I see so many clickbaity Arknights videos, especially from some of the bigger creators, and that's a bit disappointing. Like, come on, you can do better. We don't need clickbait crap to get our content out there. I get that that's the stuff that brings people in, but like, seriously, why do you have to be so clickbaity just to get views and clicks? It's not necessary. Don't do it. Okay, geography. Let's just go for the last year. My top 5 for the last year, let's just say top 3, for the last 365 days, United States, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Thailand is in 4th, Vietnam's in 5, Japan is in 6, Canada is in 7, United Kingdom is 8, Russia is 9, Malaysia's 10, Germany, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and it goes on and so forth. Australia, Brazil, Singapore, South Korea, Mexico, France, Poland, Netherlands, Sweden. And that's kind of where it stops. It shows Argentina and Peru, but it shows 0 views for those, so I don't know why they're even on the chart. But that's all the different places that I've been shown in geography-wise. Now, you could narrow by city, but city's harder, especially if they're using, VPN and whatnot. But it's just interesting to see that stuff. All right. I'm craving Pocky right now, but waiting until tomorrow, June 1st, later in that day. That makes sense. YouTube tends to okay, wait, yeah, I did read that. Lewd thumbnails, for example. Oh, exactly. Lewd thumbnails. But like one in particular I just looked at made a post or like a video a while back, something about how gotcha game viewership is falling and Arknights viewership was falling, and they had this clickbaity thing, but now they're posting stuff about how it's the best they've ever seen in terms of viewership and stuff. And it's like, wait a second, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. You did one thing just a little while ago, and now you do something different. It's so clickbaity, and it just, I don't know. It makes no sense to me why they have to do stuff like that. And then the lewd thumbnails or semi-lewd thumbnails or ones that have the memes and stuff in it that aren't Arknights related. Let's slap like troll face over it and stuff. It just kind of, I feel like a lot of these creators know better and could do better because they have the subscribers, they have the count, they have the viewership. It's possible to do it without that crap. Be yourself. Whatever. I'm too tired and I shouldn't be ranting on pointless things like that I have no control over. All I got to do is keep being me. With that said, guys, I'm going to wrap up for now. As it is 4 o'clock, just like Biotech Psycho says, it is 4 a.m. for us here. For me, where I'm at and where they are. 1 more minute until 3 a.m. It's witching hour. Anyways. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up for now. And I need to go get some sleep. I need to actually get something else to drink to soothe my throat a little bit more. I've been doing all this talking, and if you didn't catch the very beginning, I did say earlier tonight, I officially recorded the Lessing vocal cover. So it is done. I just have to edit it, and I'm going to edit it technically today, but we'll call it tomorrow because it's not tomorrow until after I sleep. That's the way I look at it. But that video is done and ready for when we hit 400 subscribers. So we need to go. Yeah. What's it called? What am I talking about? We need to hit 400 subscribers. I need 17 more to do that. So we got to work on that. And then we got to get to 500. But I got a couple other things that I'll be recording today. So I need to get some rest for that. But other than that, I need to rest my voice to get ready for the other things. And like I said, tomorrow I might come back and do this if I get a chance. Probably won't be as late, and it probably won't be as long. I say that every time. Still ends up late and long. That's what she said. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Good night, Zaro Storm time. Though I'm done reposting, so I should head to bed too. Gonna wake up to another -1 follower like every time I do this. Hey, I know that feeling, dude. The amount of times that I keep getting, like, I'll go to bed one night and I'll have X number of subscribers or followers on a platform, and I wake up the next day and I'm minus whatever. I get it. I understand the feeling. Especially when I post certain things, it seems like people don't like whatever. JK, that's passed for me. Nice shirt. Thank you. Actually, I bought this one. Lapland, an Exusier, and one more. Can't remember what it is. I have 4 in total that are all like this. I bought them off of AliExpress. This one, actually, my wife had to fix not long ago because the button fell off in the wash. She found it in the laundry room, thankfully, but so I didn't have to replace it. But I love this shirt. I love my Calcit shirt. 401. It's 402 on my computer clock. Dr. Calcit. All right, but yeah, I am going to get off now, guys. I appreciate you all for hanging out here, for taking the time to hang out while we're live. For those of you that are watching this, if you watch this on the VOD and you get this far, you guys are awesome as well. I appreciate you all. I will be, like I said, possibly back tomorrow. If not, we will be doing some other streams during the week. Finish up Resident Evil 2, continue with the art stuff, and maybe some other things. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So everybody have a great night and a great Sunday until we see each other again. Oh, damn. Distant about Calcit because she died. She is not dead yet. There is hope. Don't go there. Do not bring that up right now. We still have hope. Have a good night. You have a good night too. Thank you. Night, Musi. Bye. We'll see you later. Messages are delayed. Good night, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon. And yes, happy birthday to Texas.